The stadium's so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally. You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pass brought in by Slayton. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to Tracy. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dart's out of the shotgun. He's running for it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Put one to the outside by Dart. And this one does not go far. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Down to the 10. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
1st and goal, Giants.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys, nothing.
Gano ready to send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it. Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That is caught. He's got Lamb. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Prescott here from the gun. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing a fourth down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. Yep. The only way you're going to get behind him is to take shots like that one.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
From the gun, here's Dart. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15. First down, New York.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Counter give to Tracy. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. They stop by Damone Clark.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps them on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Third down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, it's Tracy. Jukes out a one-stop. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Was going to help him escape that, and he gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Dart's going to the air. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now Dart. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It'll be a 54-yarder. Pressure mid, and it's blocked! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out that might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They go with Williams on the counter. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Draw play, this is Williams. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was brought down by Roy Robertson Harris.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
The right side is caught by Robinson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Robinson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff to Tracy. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. Got a man in. Neighbors has it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
1st down, Giants.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down from the 31. The give to Tracy up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
The 13-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Darts back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Tracy does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Again, it's Tracy. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, here's Dart. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Gano ready to send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Which is the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for a late spark before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. 1st down, here's Dak. It's caught by Williams. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. One ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
17-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Another try following the sack. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, here's Dak. He completes it in traffic. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Going for it, it's Williams. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown! Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Cowboys 13, Giants 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. He's running with it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Giants first down.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Receiver in motion going left. On second down, a run with Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Tyler Rubin with the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Williams fields the pitch. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. They go with Williams on the counter. Space to the left. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. So some shuffling in the backfield as Williams leaves injured. And the ground game will now turn to Javonte Williams. Prescott now to throw on third down. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Prescott set to pass. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Giants 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. On first down, here's Dart. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. This play goes for 36. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and the Giants will have a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They go right back to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. It's going to tuck it and run. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Well, you really see the QB evolve into a runner as soon as that open space came into view. Once he kicked the ball and gets beyond the line of scrimmage, that athleticism took over, and he pulls away to rip off some chunk yards.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And that's a New York touchdown! The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Giants 17.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. So this drive a chance to get it back up to a two-score game. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak off the play fake. He's got a man left. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, Prescott. Dump off caught by his back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Prescott now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. That's caught by Williams. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Throw caught at the 6. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Dak out of the pistol. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 27, Giants 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Now he takes it. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Dart out of the shotgun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
27, Giants 24.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First down, here's Dak. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 34, Giants 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. From the gun, here's Dart. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw, here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, here's Dart. Hits him on the end route. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
To Malik Neighbors. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, New York.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from the 41. Go play action. Here's Dart. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dart taking the throw. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He takes it himself. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here goes Dart to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, New York.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's what I call a go-for-broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting him the touchdown.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
34, Giants 31.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he goes on the bootleg. Dumps it off to his running back. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dak to the air here. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Back to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Giants down by only 3. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 41, Giants 31.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Now Dart. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Finds the in route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. Jukes one defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Dart gonna throw again. There he is again, it's Neighbors. And he's gonna be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Your start now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the fourth.
41. Giants 38.
They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but gotta recover this kick. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation. They take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.